In this video, let's go over the metering that's available in Mixbus, plus how you can use these meters to help you gain stage your tracks. And gain staging is an important part of the mixing process. Basically, the idea with gain staging is that you want to bring your audio tracks down so that there's no clipping going on. And that means any tracks that are going into the red and might be a bit hot. And what happens is when your tracks are too hot like this, it causes artifacts and digital distortion, which can't be removed from the audio once it's been applied throughout the signal chain. And also, by bringing down the levels, when all your tracks are summed together and pass to your master output, then by making these volume changes throughout the mix, you're making sure that the summed audio isn't too hot or getting clipped either. So first, let's go over these meters. So on a track, you've got the meter. Now let's select a track to use to demonstrate this. How about using the room drum sound? And I just want to jump back to the editor and let's make a loop range somewhere. We're going to use an area that is sort of the most intense part of the song. That's probably going to be a chorus. So let's add a loop range here. And let's move that in. So it's the second chorus to just before the guitar solo. So let's first take a listen to this area, bearing in mind that this track isn't mixed. Yeah, that'll do. Now, jumping back, also, I just got to make sure that loop is enabled. There we go. Let's just stop playback for now, and then we'll loop it again. So looking at this track, watch the meters when we start looping. So that is your level. If you bring this up, it might be getting a bit too hot. And if I take the trim, the input trim, and increase this, that is getting way too loud. You can hear that's actually introducing some distortion into the signal. So what we're trying to get is a good level, and somewhere that sits between, as you can see here on this track, around minus 12 dB and minus 24 dB. Let's just actually pull all those tracks down. So working with this track soloed, let's check out the level again. So anywhere around from there to there is going to be a good level. So that's just using your metering to check the level that's coming into your track. So how about we go through all these tracks? So I'm not going to mix them. I just want to gain stage their level to make sure that they're all sitting in about that minus 12 to minus 24 dB area. And I'm going to use that trick where I hold down Shift to use an individual fader, because as you know, all these tracks are grouped and they're all going to move together. So let's unsolo this and let's go through all these tracks, listening through that section and see if we can gain stage them correctly. Shift. That's good. On to the next track. That's good. The sub kick. That's sitting good as well. The snare top. Can actually bring this up. Then onto the snare bottom. Just remember to hold down Shift, or you could just actually go in and ungroup the tracks. That's probably easier. So going through these again. That's good. This one. This one. The kick sub. That's okay. That snare's actually a bit too much. Let's add the group again. Just bring everything down just a little bit. Awesome. Ungroup again. Snare bottom. not too sure where these toms are. So what you can do is jump back to the editor window and see there's actually a tom over there. So let's just not loop that. Let's play this back and just jump quickly back to the mixer. So there's that tom. I'm going to play back and then jump back to the mixer to see what it's doing on the meter. Yeah, that's good. And where's the other tom? Let's jump to the end there for the tom 2. Solo it, unsolo that one, and play back to the mixer. Yeah, that's okay for the levels. Now, going back to the loop range, let's move on to the hats. It's a good amount of level. The overheads. And bearing in mind, these will be adjusted if you had to mix them later. You might not want the overheads so loud, but we're just getting a good input gain level for the gain staging. The room drums. Percussion, the shakers. It's good. Tambourine. Moving along further, bass. That's a bit hot, so bring that down. Acoustic guitar. These are grouped. Bring them both down. I'm just watching this track here. And then maybe shift click to bring this one up. Oh, it's pretty low. Let's see what that sounds like. Maybe increase the input gain for this one. You just want to get somewhere near 24. Both together. That should be okay. We'll come back to that later. This electric guitar. Maybe take off the grouping as well. This electric guitar. That's a higher part. That's good. This one. Sitting good. This. Awesome. For the solo, maybe what we can do is jump across to the solo section, which is around about here. Next track. Pianos. Is there pianos where we are? Maybe we need to just check that in the editor. So as you can see, you're going to be jumping between the two views to check if there is audio playing back in that part on that track. Yeah, there's some piano. So let's go just a bit earlier here and hear this part. Lead vocal.
Ooh.
Ungroup that. Lead vocal.
Life is best traveled light on your toes, so I packed one bag.
Backing vocals. Or the harmony.
I hope it's all I need, but who knows?
Awesome. So that's gain staging roughly through the tracks. And as you could see, some needed more adjusting than others, and we used the input gain where needed. Now let's move on to the next video.